third episode. Last time, do you remember what we spoke of? The gurus who came all the way, leaving their villages to big cities. For what? Kala Prachar. Their whole idea was to take the art to one and all, irrespective of fees, irrespective of their inconvenience, irrespective of their having left their fine settings to come to big wild cities like Madras or Hyderabad or Trivandrum, Travancore or Bombay or Delhi. We talked of the gurus in Kathak, North India, West India. We talked of gurus in Bharatanatyam, in South India. And in future episodes, we will discuss other forms like Kuchipudi, Kathakali, how these institutions started, and how all these gurus contributed to what became the institutionalization of these forms. We were at 3 gurus last time in Bharatanatyam and 3 in Kathak. In Bharatanatyam, we spoke of the giant Guru Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai of Pandanallur. Do you know, after he had come and taught in Madras, he was here only for 6 months at Kalakshetra. Kalakshetra, of course, was the first institutionalized teaching center created by Rukmini Devi Arundale in 1936. She had a debut December 30th, birthday of Kulpati Munshiji, the founder of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan chain, and Professor Mohan Khokar, the father figure of Indian dance history. On 30th December 1936, Rukmini Devi Arundale had her debut. 1935 December actually, because 6 days later, on 6th of January 1936, the formal idea of creating a Kshetra for Kalakshetra was created within the Theosophical Society, where her moorings initially was, because she was married then to the famous Australian Theosophist George Arundale. Kalakshetra invited gurus. After all, you create an institution, but who will teach there? So the first guru at Kalakshetra was Guru Muthukumaran Pillai of Katuvanar Koyar. Rukmini Devi Arundale ji was so gracious, which is where real culture comes from. She didn't ask the guru to perform, to assess what he could do. He also was so gracious, he took a 9-year-old child called baby Saroja, later became M.K. Saroja, my respected mother, to tell Attai, as Rukmini Devi Arundale ji was called, that this child can prove my standards of teaching. Look at the goodness of gurus, look at the greatness of institution builders. Attai, Rukmini Devi Arundale, saw this child, and seeing the standards of this child, baby Saroja, she engaged the guru. So Muthukumaran Pillai was the first guru at Kalakshetra teaching Bharatanatyam. He later left after a few years, and then Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai ji of Pandanallur came. Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai ji is actually not just a guru. He is a whole legacy. The Tanjore Quartet. You heard of the 4 brothers Tanjore Quartet? Can you name them? That's the test today. I'll give you 3 names and wait for the 4th one. Chinnaya, Punaya, Vaduvelu, and write in the comments. These 4 brothers codified the Bharatanatyam repertoire to be what is called Margam, which means a group of 7-8 items, starting with invocation, Stuti, Allaripu. We have Pushpanjali, of course, offering floral, then Jatiswaram, Varnam, Padams, Javalis, and with Mangalam or Kirtanam as we've added now. So these 4 brothers added this Margam format, which was then followed by others. So when Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai ji was at Kalakshetra, only 6 months, he was aging. And please don't forget, they were all elderly. Their age was not fit for city life. They had left their villages. So he wanted to return home, which is why he returned to Pandanallur, and anyone who wanted to learn thereafter, Shanta Rao, U.S. Krishna Rao, Mrinalini Sarabhai, even Ram Gopal for an upgrading, they all went to him to Pandanallur on bullock carts, buses, Mofussil India, to learn from this master. Having also learnt Ram Gopal, Mrinalini Sarabhai, Nallanajan, Janak Kendri, M.K. Saroja, of course, being the sole exclusive exponent, from Guru Muthukumaran Pillai first. In 1940s, there was a bomb scare, the World War II, Japanese bombing over Madras coast. So a lot of people left Madras and went to a small village called Madnaparli. That's where the gurus also taught, like Muthukumaran Pillai and his good students, M.K. Selvamani, India's first woman Natunar, M.K. Saroja's elder sister. And who was the neighbor by chance in the same village? Kamala Lakshman's family. So the initial training and classes were given by M.K. Selvamani and supervised, and Arangetram was done by Muthukumaran Pillai. And so when more polishing and cutting of a stone to a gemstone, later when Ramaya Pillai Sir Valluvur settled in Madras, Kamala came to films through him, and then she was a sensation. So Banis were rivers which joined streams, becoming rivers, becoming ocean, as I said last time. So Kalakshetra is often taken to be a Bani. It is more. It is a brand. Like Bolshoi is a brand. This was very precise history of these two gurus and coming up of Kalakshetras in the 1930s. Do you know, in Kerala at about the same time, very major poet Narayan Vallathol sold lottery tickets, 1 rupee each, to collect 30,000 rupees to create the Kerala Kalamandalam. This is how great institutions were created in that period. He fell short of few thousand, 6,000 to be precise. Kalamandalam, 6,000 rupees, which is how the land in Chirupurti, Shonaru district in Kerala was bought and created the institution which still stands. Kalakshetra had additionally, other than these Bharatanatyam gurus, Kathakali gurus also, who settled there and taught. Until today, one of the finest, senior most veteran Janardhan sir continues to teach. And musicians, don't forget greats like Tiger, Varadacharya, so many. So the institution came up both with twin arts of dance and music. And of course, Rukmini Devi's own understanding of literature, Shastra, she engaged the best. Institutions are made by having the best. In North, we had the same example in 1947 by Sumitra Charataram creating Bharatiya Kala Kendra. She invited the best of gurus, Achan Maharaj Ji, Shambhu Maharaj Ji, later Birju Maharaj Ji for Kathak. She had Ustad Hafiz Ali Khan for Sarod and his son, the famous Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Saab. Other musicians like Munawwar Ali Khan Saab, theatre people like Mohan Upriti Ji. The institution flourished and flourished. Maybe Delhi walas known it as Kamani Auditorium, but next to it is today the Shri Ram Bharatiya Kala Kendra, a very important institution. Like this, the journey of institutions began in post-independent India, and the Guru stayed in villages, and lot of star students travelled all the way to get knowledge and learning at the feet of the masters. Mangalam Bhava.